Abenteuer und Allrad in Bad Kissingen. As always, this is a live broadcast, so gives you an opportunity to ask questions about van life, and in particular, in this case, 4x4 if you're interested. And if you're not, then well, you might want to listen. Anyway, you don't really want to look at me. I'm going to turn around and I'm going to turn the camera around. I'm going to start off by having a look at some of these really large overcab units. They come from Polunchek, from Slovenia, and I have actually videoed these ones in Dusseldorf, but I think it looks particularly impressive on this Larry's van, or Larry's Trucks.de base Ford vehicle. Anyway, so there you have these three. And another thing you can actually get the feel for here is the autumn weather, and which, mind you, looks as going to rain here. So from one really big overcab units as the ones we've just seen now, we've got this thing here, this G camper, which is comparatively quite small, and this thing here I believe is built on a monocoque unit. Right, so I see some more of the stuff. There's lots of these camping tents as well, these tent units which are placed on the top of vehicles. That's something that's been on the go for many years. Right, coming around here, I'll take you through this tent, then we'll walk around some of the other vehicles. Lots of people around. Here we have some composting toilets, and the composting toilet, which doesn't make about 25 more than a normal toilet, but doesn't smell apparently, and they don't have to clean them very often. No, you have to clean them, but you don't have to throw out the what's in them very often. So you use the toilet, but you have to throw urine out. But the liquid form, but the solid sort of stays there and composts by itself. Anyway, a video has been done on that subject. Now, Bürstner electronic here, and at Dusseldorf there's lots and lots of batteries. Oh, look at that one there. There you go. A 300 ampere hour battery sits under the driver's seat, so it doesn't really take up any space. Good idea. 300 ampere hour as well. Right, there you go. Some Bimobile stuff here. I'll take you around the Bimobile stuff, because this. Now we're not going, probably, almost certainly not going to get into any vehicles as I do this normally. I mean, I can get into some sometimes, but because of COVID and mud everywhere. Yeah, I'll just stick this thing here through the door. Please do not enter without staff, but I'll just show you anyway. Right, so a very large table there. Wonderful amount of space in the overcab. 230,000 euros this thing here would cost. Of course, it's not the interior bit you're paying for. It's the technology for the off-road, which is what you're getting. Sorry, I see my gimbal's getting in the way, so I'm going to move this around slightly over, and that'll give you, the gimbal won't be in the way. Right, so this thing here is on a, there you go, Iveco Daily, and 72-220 Hymatic. Right. Okay, so this one here though, it's got this lower overcab, and when you've got a lower overcab, like mine's really got on my van, got a lower, you can't really do much with it except use it as storage. But the problem is, it affects the aerodynamics of the vehicle. So there's an overcab like that, which affects the aerodynamics even more. But you can do something with it. You can sleep in there. But this one, as with mine, you can't. Mind you, mine, I got it the way it is. Okay, so Mercedes Sprinter EX366, just so I'll stick this through the door again, seeing there's nobody here. It says that don't enter without staff. And right, so toilet and bathroom on there. There's a door to the cabin. On the other side of this, I think there's a wardrobe, and yeah, I think that's quite nice. We've got plenty of light coming in through the top. Pretty good, in my opinion. And that thing there, hey, 161,000 it costs. And anyway, I sort of showed a bit of this yesterday. We've got this track in for €10. You can drive one of these vehicles around, and so you might be able to see it over there. They're going up. You've got this hard hill to go up, and then there's before the hill that you go through about a metre deep water. All good fun. All right. So anyway, there's nothing coming around at the moment. I'll come back to that later. There's queues to get in, and you know, for these bimobile vehicles, I think personally I feel much better with something like this thing here. Looks more stable. I'm sure they're all very stable, but this thing here looks more stable. That's just the way I look at it. I don't know. I'm just sort of guessing. All right, so I can see there's people getting to the fire engine here on this proving track. Oh, and here's a vehicle coming around. So over here at the moment, this is looking a bit like what the campsite is actually looking like at present. Steyr is an Austrian manufacturer. A lot of the Austrian army actually uses these Steyr lorries. So for €10 you get to actually take that around. Okay, let's continue this tour of the bimobile trucks. And if there's no one in here, I'll stick the camera around. So this one here is going to cost 291,000. So rear lounge, bed up the top, bit like the EuraMobil. You've got the entrance to the cab there, and there you have the washroom, and here we have the the oven. It's an unusual place for an oven, but yeah, I like the layout of this one. So that's the EX358. And this one here has got a particularly nice design on the outside. Yeah, but that appeals to me. All right. I want to see inside here as well through the rear of this one. Right, so I've given you there a little bit of an overlook, which is mainly of these bimobile vehicles. And so I think I'll leave part 2 at that point right now. So thanks for watching, and I shall come back with another part a little bit later. So all the best from Bad Kissingen.